was told a story about a businessman. For him, making money was his top priority. But everything changed when he saw his 2-year-old daughter unconsciously lying on the floor without breathing. He could have lost her forever, if not for the first aid tip he had accidentally seen on TV about how to save the victim in the same situation like his daughter was. She was saved, thanks to that easy but precious tip. From that moment, money doesn't seem to be important to him anymore. He then quitted his job and became a paramedic, a person who is trained to give emergency health care to people and stabilize them before they are taken to the hospital. What he did was called first aid. Some may think first aid is just for professional health providers, but in reality, everyone can learn how to perform first aid. I do not treat myself as a professional in this area. I even have to say that I am merely an amateur. But there are some tips I would like to share with you about how to perform one of the right first aid. The simplest one, nosebleed. Most people get nosebleed, from young kids to older people, and the first instinct, or the first thing parents tell their children is to pinch their nose and tilt their head upward. They believe by doing this, the blood will not bleed anymore. When we are bleeding, a pressure can be applied on that injured part to prevent blood from coming out. Pinching your nose may stop the bleeding on that part only, but you wouldn't know if it absolutely stopped the bleeding or not. By tilting your head upward, blood may run from your throat down to your stomach and cause irritation. But worse, it can run down your larynx and get into your lungs. Because larynx only allowed air to come in, the flow of blood can cause the flap of your larynx to close, blocking your own airway, and it can make you choke or lead to the shortage of oxygen. Then what is the right way to do? Instead of tilting your head upward, try to tilt your head slightly forward and apply firm pressure on the soft part of your nose. If the bleeding does not stop after 10 or 15 minutes, it is best to seek for medical help. It is also not recommended to plug something in your nose, as it creates a chance for blood to flow backward to your throat and cause fatal problems. There are many more useful tips which you can easily learn, even if you are not a doctor or a nurse, or your job doesn't relate to the healthcare professions. Sometimes, by performing first aid, you can save more people from dying before they are rushed into the hospital.